So I have been working on a rebranding for my coaching business. Doing a whole new website, new logo, new message, everything. And I've also been online dating. And so I've been reflecting on some of the things that can be gleaned from the interesting and never boring world of online dating. So, for those of you who are familiar with online dating, you might resonate with some of the things I'm saying, and those of you who have never done it before, you'll be exposed to a few interesting facts here that are most people find entertaining. So basically, I'm going to look at some things of what not to do, and then talk about it from a marketing perspective, and say what to do instead. So one of the things that everybody sees, and it's really interesting, is that, and obviously I'm a woman, so I'm talking about this from a woman's perspective. I know there's a lot of different things that actually men experience, and for similar and different, so I totally acknowledge that, by the way. So, all right, so the first thing is that there are like 1 billion men with fish photos on their profile. And a friend of mine and I totally separately were like wondering what is up with this. And I thought, okay, maybe their approach is that they are showing us they can hunt, they can bring us some meat. But then I talked to a guy friend, and he said, no, it's because that's when men get their picture made, which makes a lot more sense. So the challenge with this is that if fishing's not a big part of your life, then it's not going to be the best thing to lead with. And the other thing is that the photo may not be that new. So this is a big deal in online dating for men and for women. What are you representing? Are you authentic? Are you actually representing what is there today? That's the key. I've seriously seen pictures that are 9 and 10 years old, and they're even labeled as such. But then when there's a variety of years present, it's hard to say how old the person is or what they look like today. And this is a challenge because it leads to you're being misguided, basically. So you get to the place where you're meeting the person and you might feel disappointed. So it does you no favors to use a photograph that you actually doesn't represent who you are now. So that's a big deal. So this is true with your own branding too, for marketing. You really want to have photographs that are up to date and current and that reflect what you look like. Otherwise, you're not reflecting the current energy of what you're offering and who you are. And it throws people off when they meet you as well, because really what's present is most authentic because that's where you're at. So basically updated photographs that reflect who you are and what you're about. I just saw a profile yesterday that had a guy, he said he was interested in mountain biking and outdoors, and I don't know, he had pictures of him doing those things, which was great, instead of just a few bathroom selfies with a lot of clutter in the background, which is really common. So another thing about the idea of doing the like showing people, when I was an English teacher, there is a concept called show don't tell. So you don't say he was tall, you actually express and show them how tall he is because his head almost hit the door frame, so same thing in your profile. Instead of saying I'm smart, you might consider showing people that you're smart, and that could be listing some of your credentials or just using big words or talking about the books you read or something like this. And saying that you're smart and then not using punctuation or capitalization or proper grammar shows us a lot. So you are showing and not telling, but it's not consistent. So that's another marketing tool, is being consistent with your brand. Like, what are you about? What are your values? And how can you show us those? So basically, another one that's really challenging is that people show photographs, and this is true, especially if it's their first photograph in the feed. They show photographs that have other people in them. So if this is a woman in the picture, even if it's your sister, on these online dating sites, people are just swiping left or right, left if they're not interested and right if they're interested. And people are going through dozens or hundreds of photographs, or ultimately thousands, no doubt, which is insane, I know, but that's the way it is. So, so it's really important to lead with something that people can grasp. So, and this is true of online marketing in general, because people spend a really small amount of time on a website before they move on. So you have to lead with your best face forward. So again, with the idea of like when people show photographs that have other people in them, it's confusing. It's an inconsistent thing. And sometimes people are married and they put that on there to show that, and I get that. But it's not conducive to, yeah, it depends on what you're going for. So really, what is your purpose, and does your marketing or your online dating profile reflect your purpose? Let's see here. So, another one is that people don't give enough information. So if they may or may not have a picture of themselves, and then they say that they say ask me, like, for more information. They don't give us anything. So that automatically gets a swipe left, especially if there's no picture of the person. So give people ample, this is another marketing tip, give people ample information so they can make a decision if they want to take an action to move toward working with you or buying what you have to offer. So, and that leads to a call to action. So call to action is a really important marketing tool that is sometimes left off, and it's a very important thing to have. So, I mean, so basically, some people put their phone numbers in their online profiles. That's a clear call to action. That's usually more of a hookup thing, it seems like. Some people actually, let's see, some people say write me, or I can't see likes, and this is something that's certain websites or certain online dating sites have. So in your marketing, you also want to have a clear call to action. What do people do? Do they sign up for your email? Do they get a free resource when they do that? Do they call you? Do they click something? Do they buy something? Like, you have to have a clear call to action or clear steps for people to take to move forward with working with you. So, so here's some things that I've overall gleaned from what marketing you can learn from online dating. One is be authentic and be current, be present. Two is get feedback. This is a huge marketing thing. Right now, actually, I sent emails today to a bunch of friends and posted on some Facebook groups I'm on with some coaches for feedback on my logo. And this is really important to get feedback. So if you're online dating, ask your same and opposite gender friends for feedback for your online dating and for your marketing, and ask people in your niche, in your specific audience, about your marketing. And then try stuff out. Try something. If it doesn't work, do something else. But don't poo-poo the whole thing of the certain kind of marketing platform or whatever because it's not working. Just try different things and see if you can do something different. And research how to do it effectively or get support. And then know what purpose you have. So in online dating, it would be know your dating purpose. Like, why are you online? And know the outcome that you want, so that you can speak to that and show that and offer that as something that people can will understand, so they know if it's a fit for them or not. Yeah, so those are some things that online dating can teach you, and I hope this was fun and informative. And I'm available to help people with marketing for real, not so much online dating profiles. So if I can help anyone, please go to my website, and I'll post the link below, and you can sign up for a consultation with me through my site. All right, thanks a lot.